Google alligator drug house and see this happens a lot. Let me move this forward a little bit. Everybody can see it a little better that way. Spike, I like her to have to hold it for a long time because he weighs about 100 pounds.
You guys thought I was strong earlier with the bird.
Yeah, I got a tough daughter. Okay, Spike here is about 6.5 feet long, almost 100 pounds now. He came to us about 4 feet long. Now what happened was these guys kept him in the bathtub of their bathroom and kept all their drugs and their money in there. And then the theory is nobody goes in there. Well, the alligator was doing such a good job that when the sheriffs got there, the drug dealers themselves hadn't been able to go in the bathroom themselves for several days, so they got their whole stash. They got everything. Because when we got there, he was still guarding and still lunging at the door. It was summer and it was hot, and he was like, nobody's coming in here. Nobody was coming in there. We've had him, like I said, for 20 years, but here's the cool deal. Reptiles, believe it or not, are trainable. He's obviously come when called, stay when told, lay down when we tell him to, hang out with us at schools. This guy has probably seen millions of kids in his lifetime. And kids that have come up and actually touched him and experienced this animal, which is great because we grow up kind of fearing animals like this. Like, all alligators are naturally aggressive. All cobras are naturally aggressive. We have a cobra that won't even hood up because we've handled it so much. We had the Today Show call us and they said, we'd like you to bring a cobra on. We said, okay, we got there, we brought the cobra on. And they're like, okay, when Matt comes around the corner, get it to hood up, and then that'll really scare him. It'll be funny. And we said, well, he won't hood up. And they're like, what? And if you've ever seen a cobra that's not hooded up, they're boring. They look terrible. They look like a little silly snake. They're not even very colorful or anything. So animals can be desensitized and habituated to be awesome ambassadors and dispel myths and misconceptions. That's his job. Why? Well, because we were at a time in this country, at a time when we were hunting these guys to almost extinction. For their belly skin, for boots, belts, handbags, briefcases, wallets, purses, everything. Well, we almost hunted them till they were gone, and then we discovered they kind of got us back, they got revenge. Turns out this animal is so important to the swamps, to the wetlands, that they can't live without him. He is a top-down apex predator. He eats all the other animals, well, the sick, the old, the weak, the dumb, making sure they don't survive and pass on those traits. Well, without the alligator, literally everybody overpopulated. Everything overpopulated and ate up the swamp. Fish ate all the water plants, all the raccoons ate up all the food in the grasses, deer ate all the grasses in the browse. Land was eroding, houses were sinking, it was epic. They called in naturalists and they said, something's going on down here in the Gulf of Mexico, what's going on? They said, well, you got rid of all the alligators. Now everything's messed up. So we had to stop and use our heads and we saved them. Now we have over 5 million alligators left in the wild. Yeah, we have alligators in places we've never seen them before. Oklahoma, North Carolina. It's crazy. They're working their way north. They're like, oh cool, nobody's gonna mess with us. We have so many alligators, there's television shows like Gator Boys. I think it's awesome though, because this was an animal that was almost extinct and we stopped and we used our heads and we saved him. Now, before he goes, I do want to show you one thing, one trick he has. If everybody, I'll tell you when to do it. If everybody will wave, I'll get him. You wanna do it? All right, she's gonna do it. All right. He's gonna be out here where he feels nice and loose. Come over here. Just to show you how trainable he actually is. If everybody will wave to him, he'll wave back. All right, now you know how to properly say goodbye to an alligator? See you later. All right, I always want to leave everybody with something they can do to help save wildlife. Really cool, easy thing. How many of you would believe me if I told you you could save the world by doing nothing? Not too many? All right, a couple people, good. All right, this is what I mean. If I want to come up to you and I want to sell you this beautiful necklace and you find out it's made out of ivory,